Hello everyone, making a how-to video on how to filter the tea leaves from boiling water to make tea. When you have tea, but it's not in any packets or anything that you can where it's self-filtered. So for me, I received a donation of a plastic bag of, I don't know, some kind of black tea, black China tea, something like that. And it does come with a few obstacles, so this is the way that I did it. Now, I don't have access to anything outside of the house because I don't have any money, so I have to use everything that's already inside the house. So, you know, think of it as being an astronaut, and you know, you're out in space and you have to solve a problem, and the only thing you have is inside the shuttle. You know, you got to make something out of everything that you have in the shuttle to solve your problem. So that's what I'm doing, and right now I have a clean pan, so this is where you're going to be doing the pouring. Now, I've already done it, but I'm going to go back through it again to a certain degree. But the way that I start out is, so this, I already filtered it, but you can see how I poured. So this is acting as my filter, and it goes on top of the pan like this. And the only thing you do is when you're starting out, you have a cup of water that needs to be heated with the tea in it. So basically the way that I start out, so I'm going to try not to confuse you guys too much here. So let's say you start out with a cup of water and you have to put the leaves in it. I'm not going to do it because I already did it, but I'm just going to go through the motions so you guys have, for one wants to come check it out. There she goes. She couldn't get the door open. Usually she can, but oh yeah, so I gotta get the tea. Where's the container? Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is the container with the tea. And the container is from kimchi. Kimchi that you get from Walmart in the containers. And all you do is you heat it up, and then you open it and eat it. Add in the sauces and all that. The kimchi is actually very good. It's ready to eat. So this is the black China herbal tea. And you can see it's not in any packets, so you gotta, but what I do is I take about a pinch of what I can grab with 3 fingers, and then I drop it into that water, and I nuke it for 2 minutes, and then after that I just take the cup and I pour it through the filter. And as you can see right here, I already poured it through the filter. The water goes into the pan, and all the tea. And after I nuke it for 2 minutes, I let it set for 10 minutes. You can let it set overnight if you want. The longer you let it set, the stronger, the more you're gonna get, the more nutrients that you're gonna get out of the tea leaves, and the stronger it's gonna be. So just keep that in mind if you get sick real easy by drinking a real strong tea. like for me, this is ready to go. The only thing that I have to add in is my natural local honey, and so you add it here. So once you've done that, you take this off. So let's say, you know, I poured it, and all the tea herbs have been collected by the filter, and the water is down here. And you just remove that out of the way, and you take your pan with water, and you pour it back into the cup, and then and then all you do is add in your condiments. Like if you want to add sugar, I add natural tea, but I only have honey about once or twice at most during a day, because honey is very strong, and if you try to eat too much during one 24-hour period, you will get sick. For one thing, your stomach could get sick. You could get diarrhea. I've gotten diarrhea, stomach sick before. The other thing with honey is if you have too much, it will be hard to breathe, or that's what happens to me. Because honey is kind of like a medicine. Let's think of it that way. If you take too much, you'll overdose and you'll get sick. I don't know if taking in too much honey at one time would kill you. But I guess it could kill someone with diabetes if you have that and you get too much of a sugar spike. You can go into anaphylactic shock and die. So, but that's how I do it. But if I've already had like 1 or 2 tablespoons of honey during the day, like for me, I had a tablespoon of honey about 12 hours ago, and it's been about 15 hours. So I'm gonna have another tablespoon of honey, and I'm gonna add it in here. And it should be safe to do that. So if it's been 15 hours, it should be safe to have another one. But I won't have another one until right before I work out tonight, because I use the honey to give myself a natural boost of energy, or as some people call it, a sugar high. So I take a tablespoon of honey right before I work out, and it gives me that little sugar high buzz feeling, and it makes me very energized to work out. And I do my little cardio, and then I go into my little light workout, and then I finish off my light workout, my muscle toning with sets and reps. And then after I do that, I cool down with 10 minutes of cardio by walking. So right now I'm just going to I'm going to set this down somewhere. So I'm going to open this up, add in my tablespoon of honey, and then my tea will be ready to go, and I can drink it. Like, I usually have about tea once or twice a day, and that's about it for me. So, and I measure the honey with my spoon, and then I just mix it in. And once I mix it, it's ready to go. I might add in a little bit of water, a little bit more water, because it's still very hot. So the only thing really left to do now is to clean off the herbs from clean off the herbs from the from the filter. This filter came from this air conditioner that no longer works. So that's how I got the filter. Air conditioner filters are very good, by the way. You can use them for different things because they're so skinny, but they're strong, they're rigid, the filter. And all you got to do is clean it when you're done using it, and then reuse it. And you can keep reusing it until it decomposes, which is about anywhere between 5 to 20 years. So yeah, this is the air conditioner where I got it. I just, opened it up, pulled it out, and then, so that's the filter from an air conditioner that no longer works. So in a way, I'm recycling. So right now, I'm gonna grab my thing so I can clean off the filter. So yeah, the only step now is to clean off the filter, and the way that I do that is with a scrubber. I scrub the herbs, the tea leaf herbs off with a scrubber, and I put them into the garbage can. So this is my little scrubber here, and I'm gonna make it wet. Just make it a little bit wet, and I'm trailing water through the house, but that's okay. So for me, I still do not have any running water, and I'm waiting to get my my thing paperwork done. So once I get my paperwork, I can go to a new dwelling, find a new dwelling to live. So anyway, going back to this, so we have this. I'm going to set this down again. But it's basically going to go into the garbage. So just like this. And I'm just going to scrape it down into the garbage can. So most of it goes into the garbage. Whatever goes onto the floor, I sweep up, and I sweep and mop, and that keeps everything clean. So I got most of the herbs off. As you can see there, this side is always clean because it doesn't get dirty, but this side I have to scrub a little bit, and I'll show you how I do that. It's not very hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit of that dishwashing liquid on there, and I'm going to scrub it down a little bit, and that way the filter will be nice and clean. Then I'm going to dip it in the pan. So I'm basically just scrubbing where I saw the tea herbs on the filter. So that's what it looks like now. It's got a little bit of that, and so you can see that it doesn't get the whole thing, but if I use one of these other ones, it will. I'm doing is I'm bending it a little bit, because these things are pretty flexible. So now it's all the water, well, so now that's done. So I'm just, and then from there, I'm gonna keep it nice, keep it from getting any dirt particles on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the freezer. So by the time that it gets very cold, most of the water will have drained off. So this is where I store it, right in there. As you can see, I don't have much left to eat because of I haven't got any benefits yet from any type of government benefits, like, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm still receiving donations from churches for food. But that's how you do it. That's how you make tea with nothing but what you have inside your house. And this is ready to drink. So the container, the filter is clean, and it's in an area where no dust will get on it. So when you're ready to use it again, you just take it out of the freezer, use it, and then clean it, and then put it back. That's the way that I do it, because I like to do everything in a clean way. Because that's what helps keep me from getting sick. So I have about 2 more minutes. And that's basically the whole process, guys. So now I'm just going to enjoy my tea. I'm going to add in a little bit of water to cool it down. And since it's been I let mine set for 10 minutes. So usually if you let it set for at least 5 minutes, it's going to be pretty strong once you taste it. As you can see, the darkness, it's pretty dark. Well, you can't see it that good with this camera, but with the naked eye, when you look down in and you have a white cup, you can see how dark it is. It's very dark. That means it's going to be very strong, and that means the better effect you're going to get from the better health effect you're going to get, like feeling relaxed, feeling calm. Like for me, hibiscus makes me very relaxed and calm.